Hey, if you're a dog owner in Virginia Beach, you're in the right place. We're going to talk all about how to find a great trainer who really gets what it's like to live here with a dog.
So, you teach your dog to sit, but what about real city life? I mean, how do you get them ready for all the stuff that comes with living in a busy place?
Exactly. And Virginia Beach isn't just any city, right? We've got the busy boardwalks, those roaring jets, and tons of crowded festivals. That's a lot for a dog to handle.
Okay, so this is where local knowledge really comes into play. Training a dog for life in VB is about so much more than just the basic commands.
Just think about it. You want to walk the oceanfront, right? But it's packed. Or what about the Neptune Festival? All that noise and all those people? And we can't forget the sound of the jets from Nass Oceana. That can be really startling for a dog. Even just a casual walk through a busy spot like Chick's Beach means they've got to have some good manners. And the whole point of this isn't to hold your dog back. It's actually the opposite. The goal is to have a confident dog that can go out and enjoy all the amazing things about our city with you. All right, so we get why it's important. Now let's figure out the how. What kind of training should you look for? And how do you know if a trainer is the real deal?
Okay, the gold standard in dog training today is something called positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple, really. You just reward the behaviors you like. So instead of punishing what you don't like, you're making the good stuff happen more often. It's a great way to build trust, and honestly, it makes learning fun for them.
And when you put the two main philosophies side by side, it's a huge difference. Using rewards builds that bond and the good behavior actually sticks. But using fear or intimidation, that can really hurt your relationship with your dog and can even cause new problems, like anxiety. So for a happy dog in the long run, the choice is pretty obvious. So you're probably wondering, how do we find a trainer who actually does this? A really good shortcut is to look for professional certifications. You're going to see a bunch of letters after trainers' names, and don't worry, you don't have to memorize this alphabet soup. But if you see something like CPDTKA or KPA-CTP, that's a great sign. It means they've passed some tough tests and they're dedicated to humane, science-based methods. And ones like IABC or CBCC, those usually mean the trainer has extra expertise in tougher stuff like serious anxiety or aggression. Okay, so now you know what to look for. That means you're ready to actually talk to some trainers. Let's go over a quick checklist of questions you should definitely ask. Here are the 5 big things to hit. Number 1, ask about their methods and credentials. 2, ask them how they'll make the plan specific to your dog and your life here in VB. 3, talk about the format. Is in-home, a group class, or something else the best fit? 4, how are you going to know it's working? Ask how they track progress. And last but not least, number 5, get the full scoop on costs and any policies, like for cancellations. And speaking of costs, let's talk about money. It's really helpful to have an idea of what training typically costs around here so you can plan for it. As you can see, there's a pretty wide range. For something like a puppy class that lasts a few weeks, you might be looking at a couple $100. Private one-on-one lessons are usually priced per session, maybe in that $150-ish range. And then you have the really intensive options, like a board and train, which is a much bigger financial commitment. It just helps you see what's out there. And yeah, keep in mind, these are just averages for 2025. A trainer with a ton of experience or special certifications might charge more, and it makes sense. But if they're driving to your house for sessions, you'll probably see a travel fee on the invoice. All right, once you and your trainer get going, that's when the fun really starts, taking those skills out into the real world. So where are some good spots to practice here in Virginia Beach? Well, for off-leash stuff, you can't beat a good fenced-in dog park like Woodstock or Bayville. If you're working on leash manners with some real-world distractions, the trails over at First Landing are perfect. And if you really want to test their focus, the trails at Back Bay are a great challenge, especially with all the wildlife around. Oh, and a quick but really important PSA. Remember, in Virginia Beach, your dog has to be on a leash everywhere in public, unless you're in a designated fenced-in dog park. It's just the law, and it keeps everybody and every dog safe. When you boil it all down, this is why we do it. Good training just makes your whole life with your dog better. It means a walk at the ocean front can actually be fun instead of stressful, and it helps things stay calm and relaxed back at home, too. Finding that right trainer is a huge first step. So here's wishing you and your dog all the best. Have fun on this journey and get out there and enjoy all the great things our city has to offer together.